The calendar has turned to March, and the road to the Ron Newman Cup Final has intensified. Hi again, everybody, and welcome inside Cable Dahmer Arena. Alongside my broadcast partner, Eric Bergrud, I'm Nick Vassos. Tonight, Kansas City Comets host Utica City FC. Two of the best players in all of the league we anticipated seeing, but won't see them tonight. Why, Eric?
Injuries. Kelvin Oliveira for UCFC, Rion Marquez for Kansas City, both are out. What's the old adage, Nick? Next player up.
That's exactly right. Two players that we will see play with such high emotion. And let's start with Utica City FC and a guy that has been on the back line for UCFC for quite some time now.
Yeah, they say that defense wins championships. UCFC has a championship-winning defender in Nelson Santana, one on both coasts. He was booed here last year at Cable Dahmer Arena. We'll see what kind of memories Kansas City Comets fans had this evening.
Now, for Kansas City, their defender has been a fiery player in his career here with Kansas City. Tell us about him.
Nacho Flores, 6 goals, 13 assists this season. A really interesting stat. Since he became captain last February, the Comets have only lost 4 regular season home games. They hope to keep that streak tonight.
Kansas City can clinch a playoff spot tonight with 1 point. Utica City, they are battling for playoff seeding. Kansas City and UCFC next.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
Community America Credit Union, where every member feels like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
This is Kansas City. This is my town. What happens here matters to me. You're my neighbors, and when one of my neighbors gets hurt, I want to help. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Call 816-888-7500.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on CBS Sports Golazo Network. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com.
That's Eric Bergrud. I'm Nick Vassos. Lux St. Lou on the sidelines. Great to have you here. Thanks for spending part of your weekend on CBS Sports Golazo. And right out of the gate, here is Ramon Palmer with a chance. And that one deflects out of bounds. Nope, no deflection. It's off Ramon Palmer. Great to have you here. Kansas City 12-1-2. They hold down second place in the MASL table. Utica City comes in 9-6-1. They have 28 points, and they are in 5th place. Kansas City has won 7 straight. This is the first of 2 straight games for the Comets here tonight against UCFC, and then tomorrow in Milwaukee. Eric, while we have a chance here, we've talked about some of the players in pregame who are not here. The Comets do have a new player who is here. Tell us a little bit about him.
Steph Mijatovic, all-star defender, most recently Tacoma Star. He is in the lineup. Look to see him starting in the second quarter.
Acosta trying to get it down to Ramon Palmer once again. Broke it up by Utica City. And here they come back the other way. Driven down to the Comets' last third.
Nacho wanted the ball to his feet. Didn't happen, and so opportunity here for UCFC to go the other way.
UCFC is also without Nate Bordeaux tonight, in addition to Kelvin Oliveira. Here's Ejimadu, Philip Ejimadu, who is tied for the league lead in assists. Ejimadu has been very effective this year in goal for the Comets. Kansas City wearing their red tops, red shorts, and red socks. Utica City coming in wearing white tops, white shorts, and white socks. We are now into the month of March, and these games are ratcheting up in importance. Here's Zach Reggett. With Rion Marquez not in the game tonight, the Comets are going to have to really find someone to step up, and that sort of changed their way of thinking in terms of tactics tonight against UCFC.
Junior Kazim also not playing tonight, so Christian Andreos is going to get some time up
Zach
front.
Reggett with a turn and a shot. Coughlin makes the save. They're great there. Utica City is really happy to have Coughlin back in goal. He had been out since the All-Star game and then returned last night against St. Louis, and a wild one down there at Family Arena last night with the ambush winning 9-8. Here's a drive from the top of the arc. That one turned aside by Kansas City, and then Lacia Tetsane, who was back in the lineup. He got taken down, no call, now a whistle, and that's going to go against UCFC. Looks like the guilty party there is Barbaro Sheeler.
Bunch of new faces.
Chillier.
Yeah, new faces in for UCFC. They're very, very high on him, by the way. They brought in a few players throughout this season. Junior Pinal being another one who's been terrific this season. And so you've seen the evolution of the UCFC roster, and clearly they're going to miss Kelvin tonight, but to be a championship team, they've got to win with whomever's out on the field. And as I was telling Coach Everton Morera before the game, UCFC came here and won convincingly without Kelvin last season.
Comets on offense. Pino trying to slide it over to Henry Ramirez, and that one taken away by UCFC. Back retrieving it there is Jose Tavares. Lifted out towards the half line to the team captain Vinny Dantas, and then left on the ground for Keaton Woods. Now back the other way, Kansas City. Here's Danny Molyu. He'll stop on the yellow line, play it back to Ramirez. Danny goes off. They'll bring on another leg, bring on Ramon Palmer and Leo Acosta. Some offense on the field. Here's Leo. He'll play it over to Ramon. Palmer on the right side dribbles it into the center, then back to DeBray Holloman. Holloman leaves it for Vandegrift. Vandegrift leading the league in blocked shots with 56 coming into tonight's game. Vandegrift has been terrific for the Comets on defense this year, which, by the way, has allowed the fewest goals of any team in the league. Into the target to Reggett. He turns. Reggett faces the goal. Shot! And it goes in! Reggett bangs it in off Vinny Dantas, and the Comets strike first. Zach with his 15th on the season. It's 1-0 Kansas City.
You're going to see on the replay, Nick, Gio Alves was all over Zach Reggett that whole sequence. Just was able to shimmy off, kissed it off of Vinny Dantas for the goal. Look at, he got past the hold, went low, past Coughlin, off Dantas, 1-0 Comets.
Boy, the strength and the poise to maintain possession and get the turn there. That was really impressive.
We were talking on the field before the game with UCFC GM Tommy Tanner about holding that takes place throughout the league on targets. If you're a target forward in this league, it just comes with the territory, so you have to find a way to battle through it, because not every hold is going to be called, and there's the first boo of Nelson Santana as we predicted in the pregame.
The Comets fans have a long memory, don't they, Eric?
Slightly. Santana is a funny guy. I got an opportunity to chat with him up at the All-Star game in Utica. Oh, giveaway.
Oh, giveaway. And Arreo shoots, and Coughlin comes over to cover up. A rebound shot by Nacho. Pinballs around and comes out. Comets maintain possession.
Nick, they don't remember they'll forgive you for the giveaway if you make a great save on the second one, and Coughlin did that time.
Now another good save by Coughlin off the foot of Nacho. You can see why they are so happy to have Andrew Coughlin back in goal. Here's Santana, and the Comets fans let him have it.
And how many Comets fans actually remember why?
Dantas from downtown. That one's saved by Ejimadu.
It was a scuffle with Rion Marquez. The last regular season game, I believe, before the playoffs, and then the booing continued during the playoff game here.
There's another giveaway to Mikey Lennis. Lennis moving to his left, out wide to Danny. Danny facing the goal, moves to his right, leaves it for Andreos. Christian goes off the boards to get it back to Pino, and the Comets will reset. Andreos goes off, Reggett comes on. Nacho with the ball. Again, the Comets playing without their leading scorer, Rion Marquez. Marquez with 2.6 points per game. He's been very productive and certainly in the conversation for most valuable player this year.
2-on-1 opportunity here, Nick.
Here comes UCFC, broken up by the Comets. Ramirez got a piece of that one. Now a fight for the ball on the near boards, and a wall pass off the foot of Sergio Pinal. That one gathered by Keaton Woods. Some of the players that we've seen in past years, like Logan Roberts, Ronaldinho Diniz, and their newest player, Will Niamsi. Will Niamsi is not here after they made a trade with St. Louis.
Sergio Pinal has been terrific.
And
almost got it back post.
No kidding.
A little too much on that touch there by Acosta.
Pinal saves it, gets it to Amadi. Here's Amadi moving to his left. He'll hit the left footer there, and Ejimadu, he saves it with his left foot. That was shot from the far side. That one off the foot. And back the other way come the Comets briefly before it's knocked back to Coughlin. Barbaro Chelier.
Played futsal for the Cuban futsal team. Really highly thought of by Vinny Dantas and the coaching staff there. Somebody you definitely going to watch. Had a big game in St. Louis last night too.
Sure did. He now has 3 goals and an assist on the season. Over the head of Vinny Dantas, chested into the boards. Marked closely by Pino. Now pinballing around, Pino kicks it out. That one touched, and it finally comes to the feet of Leo Acosta. He sends it out in front. Ramon Palmer runs on it. He and Nilton De Andrade fight for the ball. A whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Kansas City. Minnie Silva goes down. He's another one of the rookies for Everton's UCFC team.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more.
1-0 Kansas City, 7:01 to play here in the first quarter. Right to left comes UCFC. Nathan Dirtle stride for stride with Emmanuel Belliard. It falls to the feet of Ejimadu. Didn't want to do it. He did. Knocked it out of bounds. And we've got a timeout on the field. Let's take a break here. When we come back, UCFC is going to have a nice chance here on a restart at the top of the arc. 1-0 Kansas City with 6:48 left to play in the opening quarter. Glad you're with us on CBS Sports Golazo.
It's a season of savings at Cable Dahmer. Come in now during our Season of New Tradition sales event. Get a Forte for only $99 a month. That's only $99. Plus, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Cable Dahmer Kia has doubled the size of its service bays to serve you better. Stop in today off Colburn Road in Lee Summit or visit us online at CableDahmerKia.com. If you want a Kia, thank Cable Dahmer.
We know a place where you can drop your bags and relax your mind. It's a place where you can unwind and unplug while staying connected, where having a lot on your plate is a good thing. And 5:30 Kickback is all about kicking back. Yeah, we know a place, and we know you'll love it too. Drury Hotels, Travel happy.
Welcome back to the Cable Dahmer Arena. Playoff implications tonight between the Kansas City Comets and Utica City FC. 6:48 here in the first quarter. 1-up Kansas City Comets on Utica City FC. Sending it up to the box. Nick and Eric, what's going on?
All right, Lux St. Louis, thank you so much. UCFC with a restart at the top of the arc. Lux, we're gonna talk about our game coming up at halftime. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Here's Dantas, flicks it back to Amati. A second try. That one hits the crossbar. Kicked away by Kansas City, and then Dantas on the volley. That one smacked Holloman, I believe. Now Pinal. He moves to his left, back to his right. Shot into the middle, and that one carried away by Alves.
He's going to want that one back because he had the post there. Just pulled it inside, it would be 1-1.
Amati again. He shoots. That one's deflected out by Holloman. It'll stay with UCFC in the left corner.
Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com.
Alves with a chance on the restart. That one blocked by the Comets. Vandegrift out there with Belliard, correction Amati, and then it's kicked back towards UCFC's half, and here come the Boo Birds for Nelson Santana. He quickly gets it up to Amati. Now into the target to Dantas. Vinny, he'll shoot. Sort of placed that one. And Jamadu got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on because his body was carrying him from out of bounds. Now a chip from Zach Regged, and that one taken by Coughlin. Near side it comes to Silva. Silva winds up. He fires one. Pino is a perfect position right there to kick it away. Comets wanted a handball.
They wanted a high kick, and I think
kick.
the referees let it play just for a second. And free kick coming out for the Comets.
Our officiating crew tonight, crew chief is Josh Wilkins in his 9th year in the MASL. He's assisted by Daniel Radford in his 5th season. The assistant referee, Kyle Armstrong. And the 4th official is Brian Otten. In the penalty box, Lucas Cojillo.
This is Josh Wilkins' first trip to Kansas City this year. He was supposed to be here in January for the game against Milwaukee that was postponed due to weather until March 14th.
It's going to be a busy month of March for the Comets. Pretty nifty move there by Jose Tavares to get by the Comets, and then KC commits the foul.
Foul on Nacho. Take 10. That's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergerud, that's me, to take you inside the game and get to know some of the big stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV.
Enjoyed your conversation. I got to finish it up with Joey Tavernisi. Interesting guy.
Knows a lot about this game. He watches a ton of games, and he has some really good insight on the business of indoor soccer.
UCFC with a chance off the post. Rebound goes off the post, I think, again. And the Comets dodge some trouble there.
Couple different opportunities there for UCFC they're going to want back.
Three-line
pass.
That's 3 lines.
But wait. No.
No,
they called 3 lines,
yeah.
But it shouldn't have been a 3-line throw. That's going to be a bad. So this should be Comets' ball back there. So they whistled 3-line, but you can still throw it over 3 lines. And Rappert said, my bad, so this will be Comets' ball coming back out. Of course, the Comets would have rather had that opportunity with Zach Reggett heading in towards goal, but it is what it is, Nick.
So Ejimadu will do it again. This time he rolls it out to Pino. Pino to Ejimadu.
Good ball.
Yeah, kick it over to Danny. Danny's got some space over there on the left, dribbles it back into the middle, and looking to play it off. No, he takes a shot, goes for the glory, and misses it wide.
On his right rather than his trusted left, he had an option out wide, took the shot. Oh, bad giveaway.
Bad giveaway, and the Comets trying to keep it out. It's DeAndrade still with it, loses it. Danny gets it back. Good ball into Lucia Tetsane. Tetsane on his horse, leading the break. Tetsane out to Danny. He shoots, and that one high.
Still looking for his first goal. Good break there by the Comets. Tetsane saw Danny out wide. Just got underneath it. Ejimatu's not going to get credit for a save on that last sequence, but he did an amazing job outside the box, just putting himself in front of the goal. Didn't give DeAndrade anywhere to shoot.
.341 to play in the opening quarter. Kansas City leading 1-0 on a goal by Zach Reggett, assisted by Leo Acosta. Pino takes that toss and then heads it over to Palmer, who tried to use the boards to get by Belliard. Andreas with a little bit of assistance, and it bounces over to Palmer. Kansas City, once again, they'll be traveling either tonight or early tomorrow morning up to Milwaukee to take on their rival, the Wave.
I think there's a few people in Milwaukee watching this game on CBS Sports Golazo Network.
Here's Zach Reggett again. Zach with number 2. Zach Reggett, number 16 on the year. It's 2-0 Kansas City, and the Gorilla roars.
Well, you mentioned the Comets' leading scorer this year, Rion Marquez, out of the game. The Comets' leading goal scorer last year, Zach Reggett, definitely there. Good job there to win this by Ramon Palmer. A little toe poke in, 2-1. Comets take a look another way. You just got to figure out how to beat the goalkeeper. Just dinked it low off of Coughlin, nothing he could do. Flex it out. Kids love it here. Another goal for Zach Reggett. That's 2 already in the first quarter.
Don't know if they'll give Ramon Palmer the assist. If they do, it's his 6th on the season. We'll see.
But he absolutely won that for Reggett, put Reggett up on the goalie, and there it is, 2-0.
Santana plays it forward up to Barbaro Chelier. Chelier from Havana, Cuba. Then back to Santana. Comes near side for Woods. Keaton dribbles it forward to Chelier. Now back front and center. That's played for Stevens. Now Pinal over to Woods. Correction, that's Alava, pardon me. Off the boards, Pino battling. Kicks it on up to Acosta. And then Woods takes it right back. Here's a drive off the boards. That goes through off the foot of Tavares. Stevens gives a chase on the far boards. Lennis comes away with it for KC. 2:17 to play.
If you haven't seen too many UCFC games this year, a lot of new faces in. Vinny Dantas coming north, played in Texas last year, and new faces to the league on this roster too. I think that was a hallmark of them last year. Handball called.
Yep.
That they brought in some young players, and the last couple of years you see the evolution of that UCFC roster under Coach Everton Morera. He's molding this into his personality. There's the handball right there.
Tommy Tanner's got a pretty good eye for talent too.
Think so?
I mean,
he found some dude named Kelvin.
He found him like 3 years ago.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and they couldn't get him to the States because of visa issues. They finally get him, and as he told Eric and I last year, he's going to be the best player in the league, and Tommy Tanner is correct. Here's Nathan Dirtle. Across the line, Dirtle marked by DeAndrade. And kicks it to Pino. Pino goes left. Here's Reggett going for the hat trick.
The natural hat trick, too.
I haven't seen a natural in a while. Back to Ejimatu. 90 seconds to play in the first. Vandegrift up to Reggett. Reggett chases it, shoots, and there it is! Oh, natural! Zach Reggett! 3 straight goals, and Kansas City leads 3-0.
He's gone low, he's gone low, he's gone high. That one was your favorite territory, Nick Basso's, top shelf.
Where Grandma keeps the cookies.
Entry pass from Chad Vandergriff. And he barely looked toward the goal. Gets it enough in front of him. He's just like, I'm going to take that shot. And he went top shelf. Nothing Coughlin can do. But that's just a sense of knowing where you are on the field, knowing where the goal is. You think he's pumped?
Wow. Zach Reggett feeling it tonight. Here's Penal for UCFC across the field to his teammate Silva. Silva draws a crowd. He goes down. No call. Palmer trying to advance it. Gio Alves is in there now. He goes down. And Arreos out with it. Danny Mulhugh is there.
Making a run, and so is Reggett.
Danny looking for someone to pass to. Goes far post. Reggett back out there. He shoots again. And that one blocked off the line. Now Palmer off the boards, and it squirts into Coughlin. Reggett having one of those nights when the ball comes to him. He thinks he can score every time. Here's Silva moving to his left, into the right. Vandergriff with a terrific play to disrupt the momentum of Penal. I think
He's
said
been
Silva.
impressive. Well, that's all right. I called him Junior the first time, too, and I caught myself, so we'll get there. Game's young. We're still in the first quarter. Junior Kazim obviously not playing tonight for the Comets.
That's one of the questions we had with Rian out and Junior Kazim out. Those are two of your target players. The Comets looks like they're trading in twos right now with Zach and Christian Andreos. Here comes UCFC. 4 seconds left on the clock. Cole Stevens centers the pass. Holloman, it goes down. The horn sounds, and that's it. Horn sounds, and we are at the end of the first quarter. And we'll take a break. It's all Kansas City early on in the first 15 minutes. Actually, all Zach Reggett. Zach Reggett 3, UCFC nothing.
We'd like to turn your attention above section 117.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
From new guys to the veterans, even this guy. At Community America, every member feels like a star.
It is Nacho! Comets win game one! Out to Reggett. He does the game winner! For the Dudes and for the Sword! And he scores!
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bash-Javansky and Phil Levanco are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. You absolutely never know who's going to be on MASL Monday in any given week. Eddie Puskarich did a victory lap there a couple weeks ago. They're going to be talking about a lot. They talked about the big trade between Milwaukee and St. Louis, sending Frank Tayu, who may be playing against the Comets tomorrow night. We'll see. And sending Robert Williamson to St. Louis, but there have been trades all over the place. We think we're going to see Steph Mijatovic here in the second quarter for Kansas City, trade from Tacoma. UCFC has been involved in a couple trades. You mentioned Will Niamsi coming in, but he's not playing tonight. They sent Isaac Somo to Empire. And so, I mean, for me, I can't remember the last trade deadline week with so many players moving.
Agreed.
Dallas shipped players. They signed players. San Diego picked up a really good defender. And so everybody's trying to jockey there as we head towards playoff crunch time.
It's been really interesting. So check it out, MASL Monday with Alex Bashavansky and Phil Levanko, the Chrome Dome brothers.
Allegedly the best broadcasting team in the – no, let me rephrase that. The self-proclaimed best broadcasting team in the MASL.
Apparently we're second.
Yeah, apparently that's what they say.
You know what? Well, I'm fine with
I'll take
second.
that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Second quarter underway. UCFC with the ball. Moving left to right into the corner for Dantas. Dantas marked by Pino. A couple of shoves from Pino in the back. Leaves it for Santana. Round to Booz and Sue for Nelson. Get louder, his second touch. Now Dantas fires one off the boards out front. And Amadi goes down. Nacho helps him back up.
Deciding whether this is a goalkeeper distribution or corner kick. Ball's out. Here'll be a goalkeeper distribution. Yeah, I'd like to pull Comets fans and ask them, why are you booing Nelson Santana? Well, the guy next to me is, so I decided it would be a good thing. And
you know, fans to fans, these two clubs have had some history, even though they have not been playing for very long. When you talk about the playoff history, regular season, I mean, been some fierce battles.
Yeah, fierce battles when they were the Syracuse Silver Knights. They've only played 5 regular season games since the team moved to Utica, and then 3 in the playoffs. And I think all Utica City FC fans remember a couple years ago in that wild card game when Christian Segura dropped every Comet player on the ground. And and there's Comets players that do not watch that game. They're just traumatized by that. So
no, I don't want to see that again.
Last year, Nacho with a heroic goal against Andrew Coughlin to send the Comets further in the playoffs. These teams respect each other, which is a good thing, and it's competitive every time they play. Apparently we needed to replenish the soccer ball supply, those miter balls, which we talked about earlier, since 1817, I should add, Nick.
All right, here we go. 14:33 left to play at halftime. We'll have an extended halftime. Nacho takes a shot, goes down, still down on the ground. Meanwhile, Mikey Lennis the other way. He's able to flick it over to Acosta. Nacho back up. He's going to rejoin play. He's got the ball now at the center circle. Over to Pino. Nacho, one of the toughest competitors. Forward to Pino, and that one broken up last minute by Dantas, and then Coughlin snagged it. UCFC will build it out of the back with under 14 to play until halftime.
These teams will play again up at the Adirondack Bank Center on March the 28th, Friday night. That weekend, everything's going to be critical as teams look to move up for playoff seats for that tournament in San Diego. Hey, I hear your teammate, Hector Solorio, who is getting the fans all riled up. He needs to get Team Vassos riled up at halftime.
Yep, I'm counting on Hector. We're going to put him up top. He's going to be our most active player coming up at halftime for the Celebrity Halftime Game. And I, once again, am going to be a team captain on one side. Team Vassos versus Team Lux. Here's Tetsane. Lux was taking a page from the previous captain, Steve Serrano, poaching a couple of my players. So
I think you're going to be okay, Nick.
I did my own recruiting, and somehow they ended up on Lux's team. I don't know how she pulled it off, but she did. Coughlin across the line, and that one chested out of bounds. Chillier.
Conventional wisdom would tell you UCFC played last night at St. Louis, so you'd think, oh, they're going to have tired legs. But what the team showed last weekend is they had, let's just say, a below their usual standards first game against Chihuahua and came back the next day. So this team is definitely capable of coming back and winning.
Santana kicks Zach Reggett. He goes down.
We were up at Utica for the All-Star game, and I see some guy carrying a backpack with a video on it. I'm like looking down, like, who is that? Who is that? It's Nelson Santana.
You pointed out to me and reminded me that Nelson Santana has won championships on both coasts.
Yep, Baltimore and then San Diego in the COVID-shortened season.
That one off the boards, off the foot of Berger. Now up to Ramon Palmer. Palmer to Nacho. Good pass up to Acosta. Acosta shoots it off the glass. Andreos was far post, but he couldn't find him. Back the other way comes Alava.
Good job tracking back there by Acosta. He didn't really have too many passing options because both players had come in deep, so he decided to shoot it. And it went too high.
Tavares over to Alava. Woods. Keaton moves to his right. Off the boards, in the middle, shot, and a goal, and it's Vinny Dantas. Walla Scora.
Take a look at it on the replay. What are you going to do? You're going to take on your defender, go wide. Walla Scora. Great job by Dantas making that cut run in off the pass. Got past Nacho. 3-1.
Dantas, number 10 on the year for Vinny. And for Woods, that is assist number 5 on the year. 3-1, Kansas City over UCFC. Zach racing in there, got a touch on that one. Ball on the boards to Lennis. Now into Reggett, back to Dirtle. Dirtle shoots, far post, ding dong! Rebounds right back to Coughlin.
It's a game of inches, Nick.
Santana forward to Pinal. Pinal with his back to the goal, turns on Pino. Pino able to wrestle the ball away. Andreos with a touch, stays with UCFC. All the way back to Alava. The Ecuadorian plays it left side for DeAndrade. All the way back now for Amati. And forward it goes to Pinal. Front and center for Alava. Under 11 to play in the first half. Here's Alvis. Alvis moves to his right. That one blocked out of bounds off of DeBray Holloman of the Comets.
If you haven't watched too many Comets games this season, they block a lot of shots.
Yeah.
A lot of shots, and it's expected whether you're on the front line or the back line to get you in front of the shooter, in front of the ball.
Amati. He's got it on the far side. Moving to his right. Leaves it for Alava. Now they'll try to corner this time for Pinal. Got a foul called against Kansas City. That one's going to go against Pino. Pino with a wry smile, didn't agree.
Dantas back out on the field, as you would expect.
Dantas will take the restart in the left wing corner. Dantas to Pinal. And on the log roll goes Holloman. Partially stopped that ball. Stays with UCFC. And almost a giveaway. Andreos almost got it a piece, but Nacho gets it now. Nacho looking for Andreos. Nacho goes down and a foul called against Vinny.
Dantas can't believe it. He's got to be careful here. He's the captain, but no qualms about a 5-minute yellow card penalty. Thought he had won that fair.
They called him for over the back. Pino. Here's Danny. Dancing with it in front of the Comets yellow line to Vandegrift. Back to Nacho. Here's Nacho over to Danny. He moves to the right, shoots. Blocked by Santana. Oh, a good drive there by Nacho. Now Reggett making a bid for number 4, and that one kicked away. Back to Ejimadu. Forward to Vandegrift. Here's Acosta. Leo has got some space. Step over. Right footer just wide.
Clever play there by Santana to head it back to his goalkeeper.
9:21 to play. Dantas and Ejimadu rises up into the air, deflected on down to Pino, then up to Andreos. Andreos draws a double team and then sends it to Acosta, who gets slammed down to the ground by Alava, and a foul on UCFC.
Take a look at the replay here. Simple foul.
Tetsane back in the lineup after missing some games into Zach. Reggett leaves it for Tetsane, goes off the boards. Now Ramirez. Henry Ramirez, last Comets home game, scored a banger here off when Zach Reggett assisting. Now Acosta from beyond the yellow line. Alava picking up the loose ball. Kansas City trying to win it back. Pinballing around. Tetsane is there. And Tetsane comes away with it. He'll fire a shot. That one blocked by UCFC. It's Cole Stevens. Penal out with it the other way. Goes around one player. Sends it out wide to Tavares. Tavares double teamed. And Arreos going to be guilty of the foul. It'll stay with Utica City. Comets get some fresh legs back out there on the floor. Ramon Palmer comes back out, so does DeBray Holloman. There's a shot of Stefan Stokic, Comets head coach in his second year. He's done a great job with his club this year.
Getting to that point of year where you start hearing about MVP candidates, Defender of the Year candidates. How about Coach of the Year candidates?
Yep.
Because he absolutely is in the mix this year.
Santana. Here come the Boo Birds again. Palmer trying to step in front. Woods stays with it. Over to DeAndrade. DeAndrade double teamed. It gets through. Pino picks it up to Holloman. Back to Pino. He gets pressed up against the boards by Chelier. And DeAndrade is there. Chelier comes out with it. Out wide to the left to Amati. Now back front and center for Chelier. 7.5 to play. Halfway through the second quarter. 3-1 Kansas City over Utica City. DeAndrade. His shot is blocked out of bounds by Pino. And we've got a timeout. Timeout on the field. 7:24 left to play in the second quarter. Coming up at half, it's our media halftime game. For now, 3-1 Kansas City on CBS Sports Golazo. Stay with us.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. the Adirondack Apartments.
Welcome back to the Cable Dahmer Arena, where the Kansas City Comets take on Utica City FC on Silverstein Eye Center's field. It is a very tight match with only 3-1. Zach Reagan already on the hat trick. Vinny Dantas kicking it off for the Utica City FC. Nick, Eric, second period action.
Are you ready, Lux?
I'm ready.
Huh?
Halftime, it's
put
on.
Little wager? You want to put a little wager on this, Lux?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I feel good about that.
Okay, we'll figure something out before the ball rolls out, all right?
Yes.
All right, Lux St. Louis on the sidelines for us. We're going to see her and the rest of her team and my team coming up at halftime. Restart sent around the boards and then bounces off of the glass above the crossbar. Down on the field, Mikey Lennis settles it. Vinny Dantas right in his hip pocket gets it out to Andreos. Christian tried to chest it, but it deflects to a UCFC player, then back to Coughlin, who sends it long. Vandegrift heads it back the other way. Nathan Dirtle trying to settle it with Belliard behind him. Now Holloman gets into the chase. A touch by Lennis, and then the loose ball fought for, and then almost knocked out of bounds by Andreos.
Good stick there by Debray.
Holloman gets it away. Good play there by Debray. Vandegrift on over to Dirtle. Dirtle off the boards. Both teams a little bit not as organized as I'm sure they would like to be, defensively and offensively, but things have now settled back in. Yeah, Nathan Dirtle, guilty of the foul. Kid from Columbia, Missouri, in his first year with the Comets. He's been impressive for the youngster. Had a brilliant college career down at Columbia College for the Cougars.
College home of Nicolau Netu and Lucia Tetsani as well.
Well, mistake there by Alava, and he kicks it out of bounds. Thankfully, it hopped on the carpet before it went over. Otherwise, that would have been a restart at the top of the arc.
A lot of teams build their rosters in different ways, and Kansas City for the last 10 or 20 years, 10 years, say, really focused on the collegiate pipeline.
Nacho thought about it. Kicks it over to Vandegrift. Vandegrift's not afraid to shoot. Here's Pinal trying to kick it out. Gets it over to Tavares. Tavares draws a crowd. Danny in there along with Nacho. Everybody kicking, trying to kick the ball away. Whistle, and it's going to go to Kansas City. Quick restart back to Lennis. Comets leading 3-1. Pinal and Vandegrift both fight for it. Vandegrift very strong on the ball. Forward it comes to Reggett. Healed back for Lennis. Far post. Couldn't get it to Danny.
Good stick there by Reggett, but here come UCFC the other way.
Boy, Reggett is playing well tonight. Into the corner. Tavares. Couldn't get much going there. Ejimadu pounces on it for KC. Ejimadu throws it 3 lines. Reggett fires one. That one just above the glass.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Josh Wilkins was really quick to say it's not a 3-line. He put both arms out. Good opportunity here for UCFC the other way.
Chillier moving to his left. Now back to his right. He's got 2 Comet players in front of him. Leo Acosta comes over and just takes the ball away. So what looked promising is shut down immediately by the Comet defense.
You have to know that Everton Morera is going to love futsal players. Any futsal player he can get on his roster, that's just bonus.
Been the national team coach before, United States. Here's Ramirez battling with a couple of other players, and now a foul.
I think they're going to say, what's the word I'm looking for? Embellishment.
Okay.
Yep. Take a look at here. Press here from UCFC. Yeah. Right in front of the referee. Joe Alves got a little warning there.
Tetsane. Ejimadu.
That giveaway opportunity here. And
what a play. That was very cheeky.
Ejimadu didn't have anything to do other than to prevent the low shot, and Vinny Dantas tried to go 5-hole from distance rather than chipping him, and Ejimadu read that properly. But you don't want to give away balls at that part of the field, especially with a 2-goal lead.
Well, speaking of giveaways, Comets, can they turn it into a 3v2? Here's Acosta moving to his right now. UCFC gets back defensively, and the Comets set it up. Comets trying to get into their positions here to run their offense. Acosta trying to chip it into Zach. Santana with the ball. Santana still going forward. Santana into the corner for Amati. Amati shoots, and that one near post, no good. Comets take it back. 3:54 to play in the first half. Acosta forward for Zach. Zach's got 3 first-quarter goals. All 3 of them for the Comets. Foul called on Reggett. He goes off. Andreos comes on. Comets are still changing at the target with 2 players, Christian Andreos as well as Zach Reggett.
Nick Vassos had an unexpected guest who flexed at him. That would be Comet the dog, the official mascot of the Kansas City Comets.
Best boy in all of the MASL. Best boy. Coughlin.
Did a great job saving that from being a 3-line pass.
Coughlin puts his glove up, says thank you for saving that one, but
good hustle there by Pinal.
It went out of bounds. It'll turn back over to Kansas City anyway. Ejimadu. That one bounces into Reggett, goes off the boards. That one hit the top of the dasher boards and bounces high to the opposite corner.
Good job by Dirtle.
Gets it back. He shoots, and that one wide.
Ramon Palmer was standing right there all by himself at the top of the box and not seen. Comets want that one back.
Here's Dirtle. He'll play it forward into the corner to Zach Reggett, who's taken down by Alava, and a foul called on UCFC.
Take a look at the UCFC roster, which I have in front of my hands. There are so many rookies on here. Take another look at the replay. Little, what I like to call a love tap.
Nacho, he's behind the ball for KC, the team captain. 1 goal scored here so far in the second quarter. Front and center for Zach. 1 touch. A left footer. That one blocked by Berger. And then Pinal pushes Zach down. Nacho's got the ball. He goes off the boards through the box. Acosta fires, and a save made by Coughlin.
You could say, oh, it went right to him, but how many times have you seen a goalkeeper where it'll hit off his hand and go top shelf inside the goal? Just palm that backwards to safely. Great job there by Coughlin.
Nacho, this time in the right wing corner. Nacho over the top of the defense. Zach Reggett, incredible off the crossbar. Oh, my. He volleyed it.
He was like, it was just that close.
Look at this. Oh.
Kissed that crossbar squarely.
Zach feeling it tonight for sure. Takeaway by Kansas City. Lennis looking for somebody to pass, gets it to Tatsani. Tatsani moves left, shoots, save. Coughlin.
With Andreos right in front of him. Great save there by Coughlin.
Now to Dirtle, flicked to Lennis. Lennis chases the bouncing ball to the near side. Both teams play on.
Oh, giveaway.
There's a giveaway back to Lennis, moves to his left, he shoots. No good. Reggett gets it back front and center, but it's 2v3, and he pulls it back out to set up the offense. Mikey Lennis calling for the ball. He shoots, and Coughlin got a piece of that one. That one out wide. Stevens trying to clear the zone. Alava does, but to Tetsane. 1 minute, 36 seconds left until halftime. Danny moving to his right. Over to Zach Reggett, poked away by Santana. Santana and Reggett chasing. Santana giving ground. Vandegrift also in there. Santana goes down in a foul called against Vandegrift. Vandegrift with a few choice words to Santana. Now Coughlin, he's way off his line, across the half line, into the left wing corner for Tavares. Coughlin retreating back to his goal. Ejimadu, a two-handed toss out to Henry Ramirez, who runs right in. Who was that? I think that was either Berger. No, it was DeAndrade, and he's shaken up on the play.
Yeah. Just a bad collision there.
Yeah, it looks like he may have hurt his wrist.
I don't know if it's his throat or
maybe his chest.
Yeah. Let's take a look on the replay. Ball goes wide. It's just a collision, right? No intention either way. Take a look at it here. Ramirez was trying to get past him. Oh, Ramirez's arm extended.
Yeah.
I think he caught him in the throat or upper chest there. Just an unfortunate play.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to me there was any sort of intent. If you're Everton, I mean, do you consider throwing the flag if it's above the shoulders contact?
It wasn't above the shoulders, though. I mean,
in the neck area.
Well, sure, I guess. How close are you going to be able to see that on replay, though, Nick?
I mean, okay. I mean,
that's fair. That's a fair question.
Tommy Tanner's, he's draped over the edge of the dashboard. He's got the red flag in his hand.
He does.
The referees are talking to Stefan Stokic right now. There's Tommy Tanner, the general manager of UCFC. For now, it appears that they'll keep the red flag in pocket, and Acosta helping up DeAndrade, and that is great news. DeAndrade's a very skillful player. Great to see that he walks off the field under his own power.
For sure. We got a question from a Milwaukee fan online. Given the playoff format, could you touch on if seeding is really a factor? And our MASL colleague, Joseph Reyna, answered it for us because it's like, I wasn't able to check my phone when the game was going on. He wrote, I'll throw my hat in the ring. It's a major factor. At least one of San Diego, Chihuahua, and Kansas City will have to win games on Saturday and Sunday if they want to make it to the championship.
Yep.
While the other two have the opportunity for rest for the day.
Yep.
I called that foul. So if you're not familiar with the playoff seeding, the 1 seed will play the 8 seed, and the 2, there's the foul, and the 2 seed will play the 7 seed on Friday, April the 4th.
That could have been really bad for Ejimadu.
The free kick coming out. 3 and 6 and 4 and 5 will play on Saturday, and the winners of all those games will play on Sunday. So if you play on Friday night, you get an extra day rest, and that was Joseph's point, is you would prefer to be a 1 or a 2 seed.
Absolutely. Ejimadu off his line again, pops it up into the air, headed by UCFC out of bounds. Comets will have it. Ramirez plays it back to Holloman. Now over to Acosta, 3-1 KC. Acosta off the boards. And then Acosta challenging Tavares, kicks it out of bounds. It'll go back to
a postscript on that playoff seeding. I've talked to a couple coaches around the league. I actually think there may be a benefit being the 7 seed as opposed to the 6 seed because if you could go into that game against the 2 seed and just go for it and win, you get an extra night rest.
No doubt. Crazier things have happened. Vandegrift. Can the Comets get one more chance here in the final seconds of the first half? Henry Ramirez on up to Dirtle. Dirtle back to Henry, now over to Zach. Zach on the right side, plays it front and center for Nacho. 10 seconds left, and Nacho placed it perfectly to Dirtle, who could not get it on target. Quickly out to Alvis. 1 second left. Alvis turns his back to the goal. The horn sounds, and that's it. That is it for the first half. Kansas City 3, Utica City 1. Standing by to hear from Comets head coach Stefan Stokic. Lux St. Lou is making her way over to the Comets head coach, Philip Ejimadu. Good first half, first 30 minutes for him, allowing 1 goal against a team that scores 7 points for every game. So almost there. Let's toss it down to the blue turf and let's check in with Lux St. Lou. Lux?
Hey, I'm on the field with Coach Stefan Stokic. Coach, I know 3-1 is not enough for you. That's not a big enough lead. What are we going to need to do to get it up?
I think we did really good when we had momentum in that first quarter. We probably should have had a couple more goals. But in the second quarter, I felt like we were just missing that goal. We gave away one goal, but we got to start putting away our chances.
And now on defense, what do you think the gentlemen need to do in halftime to get it going?
I think for the most part, we have done a good job. There's only moments where we kind of give a little bit more space to go at us. But if we start getting in their face a little bit more, I think our pressure is good. But once we get behind the yellow line, we have to get in their face a little bit more and not let them play.
I'm going to try and take that strategy into my halftime game. Thanks, Coach.
Wow, Nick Vassos.
I don't know. This could be a tough one. Good job, Lux. Lux St. Louis with head coach Stefan Stokic. Coming up, we're going to send you around the MASL. We'll talk to Henry Ramirez, and we'll also talk to the head coach of Utica City, Everton. We'll be right back.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
It's a season of savings at Cable Dahmer. Coming now during our Season of New Tradition sales event, get a Forte for only $99 a month. That's only $99. Plus, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Cable Dahmer Kia has doubled the size of its service bays to serve you better. Stop in today off Colburn Road in Lee Summit or visit us online at cabledahmerkia.com. If you want a Kia, thank Cable Dahmer.
We know a place where you can drop your bags and relax your mind. It's a place where you can unwind and unplug while staying connected, where having a lot on your plate is a good thing. And 5:30 Kickback is all about kicking back. Yeah, we know a place, and we know you'll love it too. Drury Hotels. Travel happy.
What's up, MASL fans? It's Lux here at halftime with Henry Ramirez, midfielder for the Kansas City Comets. Henry, thank you for taking some time out of your pregame to chat with me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. It's always an honor.
Well, it's an honor for us to have you on your birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
that's right.
birthday.
Thank you. There's no better way to spend my birthday than on the soccer field playing with my brothers and family. So
I was going to say, have you been treated well by everybody? Everybody's been birthday slaps?
They've been friendly so far. I'm sure a tunnel's waiting for me after the game, so looking forward to that.
Yeah, I bet it is. Well, we only have a few minutes to chat with you, so I just want to run down some things.
Okay.
You let me know if any of this is incorrect, but let's have the audience meet you.
Okay.
Originally from California?
Yep, from Costa Mesa, California, which is in Orange County. So yeah.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So how you liking the chilly weather?
I've been here for so long that you think I would be used to it, but no.
No, you never get used to it.
No.
You did your collegiate career outdoors at Arizona Western, and then you came here to UMKC.
Yep, that's right. Grew up.
And then you did a summer stint in the MPSL with AFC Ann Arbor. So how did you get to the Kansas City Comets?
So Alan Mayer, the goalkeeper coach for the Comets, was a goalkeeper coach at UMKC. And so I always kind of had that connection. And then just alumni as well, like John Sosa was a UMKC alumni, Brian Perez and those guys. And so I just kind of had some connections and, ended up kind of getting the trial and opportunity.
I was going to say, if I'm correct, I believe, was Christian Andreos playing with you at UMKC as well?
Yeah. So, me and Christian have been playing for such a long time now, and it's awesome. It's amazing because even back then we were close friends, and we're so close friends. So, yeah.
Well, both of you played outdoor, and then you brought the skills indoor. How do you feel about the indoor game versus the outdoor game?
It's completely different, right? Growing up in California, never really played indoor much. It was all outdoor year long, but it's fun. I love it. It's something that, like, people ask me now, outdoor, indoor, and I always choose indoor now just because I've grown to love it.
I'm kind of the same way. I definitely prefer to watch the indoor, especially MASL. You've been with the Comets now 5 seasons, so tell me why the Comets are so special to you.
Oh, man. The organization, the fans, absolutely, the environment, and just, like, the brotherhood that we have in that locker room. I think it's unexplainable. It's amazing, and like I said, I mean, everything just about the organization, the team, teammates, it's amazing.
Well, that's excellent to hear. Henry Ramirez, midfielder for your Kansas City Comets, a very happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll be back with more MASL action after this.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Community America Credit Union, where every member feels like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game 1. Out to Reggett. He does the game winner! For the Dudes and for the Zords! Oh my! Dudes, and he
Halftime continues between Kansas City and Utica City FC. Nice enough to join us for a couple of minutes here at halftime is UCFC's head coach, Everton Moreira. Coach, great to see you. Thanks for sharing some time with us today.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's talk about the big topic here. Let's talk about Kelvin. He got hurt in the second game against Chihuahua up in Utica City. Did not return to the game. How's his status and how's he feeling?
He's getting better every day. He pulled his quad. It wasn't something that was very, very serious, but was something to take him, out of the game for a couple weeks. He's getting better. He's doing his treatment. He's in Brazil right now, taking care of some personal business. But we are hoping that he gets better as soon as he can, so he can come back.
Mm-hmm. He has been described as a supernova. Tommy Tanner, your general manager, told Eric and I last year that he will be the best player in the MASL. I have to say, Tommy was right. Have you ever seen a player of his talent come into this league before?
I have seen players come in and go. I've seen a lot of talents, but not the whole package of talent. Kelvin has a whole package. He's an extremely professional player. He's a player that really takes care of his body. He's a player that, even though he's extremely good, he tries to get better. Every single practice and every single game, he studies the game. So in a whole package like that, I haven't seen a player that good.
Going forward, what is his status? You mentioned that he is in Brazil right now. Will he be back in the month of March? Do you anticipate Kelvin returning for the playoffs in April?
Right now, obviously, we've been speaking with Kelvin. We believe that he'll be back in mid-March to play a couple games. And our hope, obviously, is for him to also be here for playoffs. We want we want to give all the information that we need to give to all the fans that love to watch him play, but you also like to have a little bit of suspense, to hold some information for us. But right now, the plan is for him to be back in the mid-March to play a couple games.
All right, that sounds great. And in his absence, how are you guys making adjustments on the field?
I think it's extremely important for us to play as a team, right? It's sometimes you get dependent of one player, which is great because you can win games because such a talent like he has. But overall, it's good for you to have your players stepping up. We have some great weapons as well, like Vini Dantas, we have Newton Andrade, we have, Keaton Woods, like Junior Pinal, like a player that, came with us just for us to evaluate him, not a tryout, but a trial period, and he's doing extremely well. We have weapons to use, and it's good to have those games for the players, to feel themselves, to feel the importance, to boost their morale a little, their ego a little, and to step up. So obviously we're going to be missing Calvin, but we need to have those players stepping up as well.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck down the way.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Head coach of UCFC, Everton Moreira. We'll take a break. More halftime coming up.
Shoot! He scores!
What's going on, everyone? This is the MASL in 5. I've got to get you caught up on everything that's gone down in the league over the past week in just 5 minutes. Let's go.
Reggett as your target forwards and 2 defensive runners.
Oh, there's Reggett! How did he do that?
The Kansas City Comets are flying high this season, and a big reason as to why is the play of superstar forward Zach Reggett. He enters this weekend with 14 goals in just 15 games, despite playing injured for most of the season.
And first day of preseason, I suffered a pretty bad ankle sprain, and that put me back a lot of steps. I'm just happy. I'm feeling more 100%. Probably this coming weekend will probably be the first weekend I'll feel 100%. So, I'm excited to personally get rolling maybe a little bit more, but I'm so happy with where, personally my season's been at and how it correlates with the team's success.
Zach was the 2018-2019 MASL Rookie of the Year, playing at that time with the St. Louis Ambush. That came after a successful college career at Trinity International University. But despite his quick success in the MASL, Reggett found the transition to the indoor game to be challenging.
The biggest thing for me was learning how to use the boards quickly. I think that's offensively and defensively, right? A lot of these teams, like if you can score a goal, it's great, but if you're also showing up on the defensive film session, that's probably not a good thing as a target. So it's more just learning the bounces and just learning the correct movements. If you can learn a couple of those basics, it just becomes so much smoother transition.
Reggett to the right side, score! That's a hat trick.
The main thing is the boards, and for me, I'm not the fastest player, right? So I use the boards a lot in regards to passing and moves off the board. So I think I got the learning curve a lot quicker than others. But I mean, it was a headache for sure. I mean, if you're proactive about it and trying to learn, it's super stressful. But man, once it clicks, it's like that, So
Whatever it might be, Zach is definitely in the zone now. He's one of the league's best. Last season, he shared the Golden Boot Award with Marco Fabian after tallying 35 goals. No question, he's loving the indoor game and playing in Kansas City, which he can't say enough about.
We're averaging, I think it's like 5,000 fans, and it's just a complete sports town. And for me, like, it's the dream. As a kid, you kind of feel like you kind of fulfilled your dream a little bit, right? You didn't dream about playing indoor, but now it's like, and with where our league is going, there's going to be kids that actually do probably dream to play indoor because of how successful the league is moving.
Zach has also represented his country, playing on the United States national futsal team. But right now, he's laser focused on helping the Comets win the ultimate prize after falling just short in the final last year.
That we're really working hard over here, and we're trying to get over that hump. Losing a final sucks, and we like to say we got a bunch of dogs over here, and we're just trying to manifest that as a group and take it day by day and stay healthy.
Zach Reggett.
Zach Reggett!
Okay, some huge trade news from last weekend. Frank Taiu, the league's all-time points leader, has been traded from St. Louis to Milwaukee in exchange for defender Robert Williamson and cash. A true blockbuster deal. And Moises Gonzalez, who just entered the MASL's 300-point club, has been dealt to the Chihuahua Savage. Talk about the rich getting richer. Gonzalez has put up 11 points so far this season. Wow. Okay, our Green Drop Players of the Week. In goal, Chris Toth from Tacoma. Defensively, it's Chad Vandergriff once again. And offensively, once again, Marco Fabian from the Empire Strikers. Let's start with Marco. Another incredible season. 7 points in 2 Strikers wins last week. 3 goals and 4 assists for Marco. Defender Chad Vandergriff picks up the award once again. He had 1 goal for KC in 2 wins, and more importantly, had 9 blocks for the boys in red. And in goal, Chris Toth, just a monster between the posts for Tacoma last week. 17 saves, 17 of them in 2 Stars wins as they are pushing for a playoff berth. And of course, all throughout the MASL season, you can stay up to date on everything that's going down in the league by checking out its official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. It's halftime here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Kansas City Comets lead Utica City FC 3-1 on a Zach Reggett hat trick. You're watching live one of the greatest Kansas City traditions, the halftime media game. My colleagues are the captains. Nick Vassos' team is up 2-0 right now over Team Lux. Now, to be fair, Team Vassos always has a ringer on the team every year. That's Hector Solorio, who scored the first goal. He is the orchestrator of La Barra KC. You may hear him in the background at Comets and Sporting Kansas City games. He also has the distinction that 2 of his sons played for the Kansas City Comets, so it's definitely a soccer-playing family. The other goal was scored by, within the Kansas City soccer family, Dave Borchardt, who is play-by-play voice of the KC Current of the National Women's Soccer League. So Nick Vassos drafting well, up 2-0. There's media people falling all over the field. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. And they're just having fun out there. We're going to watch this for another minute or so, and we'll get you some highlights from the first half. Again, Comets up 3-0 early on a natural hat trick from Zach Reggett. Vinny Dantas pulled one back. 1 minute left remaining in this game, and it's looking pretty good for Nick Vassos. He'll be difficult to deal with for the whole second half of the game, as he'll claim this was a convincing and dominating victory, but it's all in fun. It's great to see members of Kansas City media out here as they are every year. A couple people have asked why I'm not out there, and this is why I'm not out there. Somebody has to stay in the booth while Nick and Lux are having fun. We will absolutely come back with highlights from the first half, and we're going to take a look at the scoreboard too, because there are 3 games in the MASL this evening, including this one. Chihuahua and Dallas Sidekicks just getting started down in Allen, Texas, and later tonight a big one out west. San Diego Soccer is at the Tacoma Stars. Tacoma's been playing well lately, but they could absolutely use a win as they're trying to hold on to the 8th seed in the MASL playoffs. Maybe one last shot here for a goal, and it's 3-0 with a cell phone too. If you're going to score in a media game, have a cell phone that will prove it to you. It's always great to see Kim Rutvet, the Rocket, in the booth. He should have been playing out there.
Everybody, Nick Vassos is traded.
Nick Vassos is traded. Hey, Nick Vassos is team 1, Kim Rutvet. It was a good night.
He's waving for the ball the whole time.
And nobody passed it. This is why Kim Rutvet is the legend in American indoor soccer. He watched that media game, and it was very clear that he saw that nobody was giving the ball to Nick Vassos. But Nick, he's going to claim victory, probably do a victory lap, and come back up here. They're going to do a quick photo. And yeah, as Coach Rutvet says, even if he lost, he would have done a victory lap. But it's all in good fun. Great to see the media. Great to see you, Coach. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to hopefully get some highlights soon here. First half action. We're gonna cue them up right now. Comets got off to an early 3-0 lead, and then as I said, Vinny Dantas got one back. We're going to let the media get off the field, and let's take it to the playoffs, or the highlights. Zach Reggett with a defender in tow goes off Vinny Dantas. Good spin here to get past UCFC defender Gio Alves. It was 1-0 Kansas City. Good stick there by Ramon Palmer. Toe poke underneath, and Zach Reggett was feeling it at that point. 2-0 Kansas City early in the first quarter. Little gorilla flex there for the youngsters here at Cable Dahmer Arena. And why not go for a hat trick in the first quarter? Into the corner, didn't even look, so blindly shot top shelf. Nothing Coughlin can do. Coughlin was guarding front post, ball went high, and a hat trick. But never count out UCFC. Woods will go wide. Walla Scora, as Vinny Dantas cut inside on that. Good pass off the boards. All you have to do is get the foot in, and it was 3-1 at that point, and that's where we ended the first half. 3-1. Pretty even on shots on goal, 21 for Kansas City and 19 for UCFC. Third quarter has been better for Kansas City this year. They had challenges with it last year, but they've been pretty consistent so far this season coming out of the locker room. I'm sure UCFC coach Everton Oliveira told the team, we've got 30 minutes here. Let's just take it one goal at a time. You pull one back, and it's a brand new ball game. When it was 3-0, it looked like the Comets had their foot on the pedal, but UCFC has been pressing them they've had some looks. They just haven't been able to connect on some of the good looks they've had on goal. Comets will be going left to right in the second half wearing their home red uniforms. Philip Ejimadu to our left, Andrew Coughlin to our right, UCFC wearing their road whites. And here is the man, the myth, the legend, Nick Vassos. A clean sheet for Team Vassos.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Tactically, I think we managed it really well. I made a couple of good decisions with Sean Edwards in goal and then had them switch out at halftime. But you know what? I think I drafted pretty well.
I said that on air. Hector Solorio with the game-winning goal for you.
Yeah.
So the Rocket, Kim Rundfeld, came in to do some unexpected color, and he said nobody was passing it to Vassos.
Oh, ding dong. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. The field is a lot bigger than you think it is. It's certainly bigger than from up here.
Yep.
And I'm definitely not Comet fit, if you know what I mean. Got a whistle and a stoppage. Kansas City 3, Utica City 1.
Good opportunity for Woods here.
Woods moving to his right, runs into a double team. That one broken up. Swung around the boards by Alvis. Now here's a shot and a goal, and it is Milton DeAndrade, who was shaken up in the first half, has come back to get Utica City to within one. It's 3-2.
Couple things on this. Collision there by the Comets defense. Ejimadu couldn't hold on to that, and count that as Wallace Scora, number 2. Perfectly placed far post. And you know what's funny, Nick Vassos, is I was in a text exchange with the co-host of MASL Monday, Phil Levanco, and maybe he'll share this online. I said, you know who needs to step up in the second half? Milton DeAndrade, and there you go.
There you go.
He did it.
Yeah,
so
he did it again.
Good for DeAndrade, one of the class players on UCFC. It's a new ball game, 3-2.
Sure is. Pino lifts one into the left wing corner for Reggett. Reggett's touch too strong, out of bounds, back to UCFC.
And how this is a fickle game. Second half started 3-1. Reggett gets a look, hits it off the post. Ball comes the other way. UCFC gets a good bounce. And you go from what could have been a 4-1 game to a 3-2 game, but that's indoor soccer.
Well, momentum switching towards
And look who's out on the field.
Oh, Steph Mijatovic is out there, and a foul called against Pinal. Steph Mijatovic acquired by the Comets. He still did not play in the first quarter.
Didn't play in the second quarter.
Yeah, didn't play in the first half, but is out there now. Nathan Dirtle into the corner, rolls in there and around the boards into Coughlin.
Good job by Tavares just shielding Reggett, his fellow number 8 there.
Tavares. That one on over to Alava. Back to Tavares, running across the Comet yellow line. Puts his back to the goal, plays it back to Alava. Now comes near side for Silva. Back to Belliard. Belliard goes front and center for Tavares. Now right side for Woods. That one deflected off of Pino right into Ejimadu. And Phillips got it for KC.
A lot of people taking a line change, and Ejimadu is just looking for anybody to take that ball.
Ball loose, and Ramon Palmer trying to pounce on it. Coughlin comes off his line to clear it away. And Belliard will touch it on over to his teammate Silva. High into the air, Pino puts his head on it to Danny, who was bumped from behind by Silva, and a foul called on UCFC.
And that's going to be a yellow card because that was the second delay of game. Warning.
5 minutes. He'll have to sit in the box.
is on Mini Silva. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more.
Mini Silva from Praia, Cape Verde. That's in the northern Atlantic, east of the African continent, on an island, a volcanic island.
Check you out, Nick Vassos. Educating the fans on CBS Sports Golazo Network and 38th the spot here in Kansas City.
Gio Alves is from Fogo, Cape Verde, which is very near the same sort of islands. Where does Tommy Tanner find these guys? I mean, these guys, he goes to the North Atlantic to find these players.
Tommy Tanner, he's a world traveler.
Here's Pino to Tetsane. Tetsane slows it down. Now plays it forward to Ramon Palmer. Comets leading by 1. Palmer working on Santana. Stops front and center for Pino. Kansas City 12-1-2. Currently holding down the second position in the MASL table on 38 points. Comets have won 7 in a row. Forward to Reggett. Reggett bumped from behind by Alava, and he takes the ball away. And they work it up to the Comets' half of the field, but UCFC was going for changes. Here's Pino. Pino plays it into open space, but no red jersey is there, and UCFC will take it back. Coming up on 11 minutes to play in the third. Here's Andreos buzzing around. Thought he had it for a moment. Coughlin's got it. Sends a line drive pass across the half line, headed back to Andreos.
Giveaway.
Christian tried to play it over to Henry. Ramirez. Dantas stepped on the ball, loses possession. Kansas City will reset. Andreos off, Zach Reagan on.
Good job by DeAndrade just to shield Reggett, let the ball go back to his goalkeeper.
This one kicked out of bounds, and he was just across the yellow line. DeAndrade kicks it out, so Comets will have it on their own side of the field.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more.
Here's Reggett. Reggett turns and fires, and Coughlin had to sprawl to his left to keep that one from crossing the goal line. Kicked out, held in by Mijatovic. Mijatovic near the half line. Playing defender. Played over to Vandegrift. Now back to Mijatovic. Mijatovic giving ground, goes back to Ejimadu. Forward from Ejimadu to Vandegrift. Headed up into the air and into the UCFC bench. Vandegrift goes off. Pino comes back on, along with Tetsane. There's Vandegrift. He's a leading shot blocker in the league. Comets have leaders. They've got Rian Marquez, who is among the points leaders, but he leads the league in assists with 19. Chad Vandegrift leads in blocks. Ejimadu leads in goals against average and is tied for first for assists from a goalie or goalkeeper.
Whatever your preference is.
Yeah.
Mentioned the MASL website. I spent a ton of time, maybe too much time on there every week. I kept on hitting the refresh button on the transactions page, but I'll tell you right now, looking up the score from Chihuahua and Dallas, it's 1-1. Hugo Puentes, all he does is score goals.
That guy's so
had
tough.
5 goals and 5 assists in Utica last week, and Felipe de Souza pulling one back for the sidekicks. It's early in the second, 1-1.
Okay, keep an eye on that one. Thank you, Eric. Here it's 3-2 Kansas City. It's a close one between these two teams. Here is Reggett. Reggett in the corner, draws a double team, loses the ball. Utica gets it out to Pinal. Here's Pinal across the half line, approaching the Comets' yellow line. Movies to his left. He's got space. He shoots and scores. We are level at 3. Sergio Pinal, the rookie, levels the game. And it's all new, brand new ball game now. 3 straight for UCFC.
And watch him one-on-one on Pino. Waits for Pino to commit, cuts inside. right outside Nacho's right foot. It's 3-3 game. And all you have to do, Nick, we've seen this time and time again, just pull one back at a time. Big effort here for UCFC. And Pinal, yet another player that Tommy Tanner and Everton Moreira have found. They pull players from all over the place. And this is a team that can go for the championship.
Incredible. Pinal, his 14th goal on the season. I mean, the Comets at the beginning of this game Zach Reggett scored 3 straight goals, and the Comets were racing off to a 3-0 lead. And then the game settles down, and UCFC chips away. And here we are in the third with 8.5 to play, a brand new ball game. Lennis to Reggett. Back to Lennis, who shoots. Coughlin makes the save on the near post. Kicked high into almost the rafters at Cable Dahmer Arena. Ejimadu kicks it towards the half line. Lennis made a touch and then was shoved down to the ground.
Fell on Amadi there.
Amadi.
Wanted to make the turn. Simple foul.
Lennis, a wall pass to Reggett. Santana was hanging on his back. Reggett still comes out with the ball. Reggett into Lennis. Lennis trying to turn. Instead, he'll give ground and play it back to Holloman.
Lennis had a big game in Harrisburg this past weekend. Number 1 star of the game Sunday. And after being out, missed a few games from injury, he's gotten on a groove here for the Comets, who are short in the midfield. Lucas Souza out, Marcel Berry out for the year.
Oh, pass on up to Palmer. Palmer trying to settle it, get his position. He does. He leaves it for Mijatovic. His first chance at a Comet goal goes up and over the glass. And it is a timeout on the field. Newest Comet, Stefan Mijatovic, his first chance. Well, it's a brand new game. UCFC has scored 3 straight goals to level this game. 3-3 on CBS Sports Golazo.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X.
Thank you, Avery. Good to see you, man.
Eric Bergerud here with Nick Vassos. 3-3. UCFC does not give up, and we have ourselves a ball game. Steph Mijatovic wanted that one back. Ramon Palmer right before the break held the ball, waited for Mijatovic to make the run on, and ball went way over the goal, but he'll have more opportunities, undoubtedly.
Comets applying some high pressure. They get it out to, tried to get it to Dantas, but Ejimadu comes up to head it away. And then back to Palmer. Can Palmer run up on that one? DeAndrade gets there first. DeAndrade on up to Alves. DeAndrade gets it back. Now Alves fighting for it along with Tetsane. It comes off to Pino of the Comets. Now forward to Acosta. Good move for Acosta to his right. Down to Palmer. Back to Acosta. Could not measure that one up for a shot. DeAndrade is out with it for UCFC.
It was the right idea by Palmer. Just Acosta got cross-legged when the ball came back to him and bounced off his knee rather than hitting right down on his foot.
They try the left wing corner. It's Penal who leveled this game at 3. Penal dribbling it away from the goal, plays it back to Belliard. Belliard over to the far side. It's Berger, J.C. Berger from Des Moines, Iowa. Now near side for Woods. Woods darts inside. He shoots. Save, Ejimadu. It lands in the left wing corner. Dirtle is there. He gets it over to Ramirez. Ramirez stops in front of the Comet bench. Plays it back to Pino. Now near side, Holloman. Comets will get a few fresh legs out on the field. Nacho's back out there. Now forward to Reggett. Reggett still there. Reggett shoots. Reggett looking for a foul. The fans here at Cable Dahmer Arena are all over the officials. Look at this, Eric.
They let him play.
Yep.
Now, that was not a blue card, but it would have been an interesting time to challenge, because if you win the call for a regular foul, you get your flag back. But in my opinion, the referee was right there, saw it the whole time, didn't call it live. Why would they call it on the video review?
And, was it did it look like a penalty?
No.
Well, then you can't challenge it.
Sure you can.
Here's Nacho on the right side. I thought we had a situation
can challenge that. No, but you can challenge that if you're saying it's a penalty, and if they just say it was a regular foul, you get your flag back.
I see what you mean. Yeah, you can't challenge what you think is a foul.
Right.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
okay.
You would have to say that was a penalty,
Gotcha.
a goal-scoring opportunity, and
thank you, Eric.
Wanting a shootout or something like that. I'm sure you could come up with a reason for it.
Yep.
Mijatovic with the slide there.
Under 5 to play. Ejimadu on up to Danny. Here's Danny down the right side. Danny looking to the far post. That one
they're wanting
away.
a flag.
Oh.
They're saying it's a handball, and
here
there's
goes
the flag.
Comets are going to challenge this.
We'll take a look, Nick Vassos, to see if that was indeed a handball in the box.
Well, this could be. Blue card handball.
Not that this guarantees anything, but Zach Reggett was really close to it, and he made the throw the flag signal right away. Let's see if we can watch this in the video review. Ball in from Mayhew.
Hand comes
and
out.
There goes the hand.
Oh.
I'd like to see that a little bit faster, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have another angle from one of our camera operators here. Noah Lamson going.
Maybe from this angle, we'll see if it.
Here comes the ball, and it's coming in so fast. Oh, that looks like the deflection there over Zach Reggett. Watch the ball. Watch the direction of the ball change.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost wonder if it might be better at full speed.
Yeah.
Let's see. There it is. That's going to be a penalty
kick.
Yep. Zach's coming out to take the penalty kick. Could be his 4th on the night. And would put Kansas City back in the lead. And the challenge flag goes back into the pocket of head coach Stefan Stokic.
This is interesting, too, because normally Rion Marquez would take this. He is out today. There's an opportunity for Reggett to get his 4th.
Zach scored 3 straight to begin the game, the natural hat trick.
Referees telling the players to get back out. They changed the shootout rule so that the shootout's not a live play anymore, but penalty kick is absolutely live. If this does not go in the goal, everybody can pounce on that ball.
Kansas City would then go on the power play. So 4 players out there for Utica City. Zach Reagan gets ready to take this penalty kick. Coughlin a couple of paces off the line. Now he's back on the line. 4:35 to play in the third. Waiting for the referee's whistle. Shot off the post. Nacho, a second try, no good.
And a foul. Rega's not going to believe that, but just keep in mind, Rion Marquez had been the previous penalty kick taker. Let's take a look at it on replay. Just hit it square off the post, going low against Coughlin. Big penalty kill opportunity here for UCFC.
Comets have been good on the power play.
Great ball through.
Shot. Oh, what a save by Ejimadu. Dantas with a terrific service to De Andrade. Ejimadu saves the Comets bacon. Comets on the power play this year. They are 8 for 15. That's 53%. They lead the MASL in power plays. Zach Reggett has 3 power play goals for the Comets. But here's Dantas and UCFC in sort of a shorthanded situation here. They play it near side down to the corner to Dantas. Dantas once again will play it away to Alvis.
Great job just keeping possession, killing clock.
Coughlin lifts it into the corner, couple of bounces. Dantas is there with that big body. Nacho's got a mark on him. Comets able to wrestle it free. Dantas trucks off the field. Comets work it up. Tatsane.
45 seconds killed on that. Good job there by Dantas in particular, holding the ball in the corner, looking for his opportunities when they were there.
Penalty kill on the year. UCFC pretty good, 75%. Here's Acosta, and that one goes high and out of bounds. Leo Acosta from West Chicago. Zach Reggett has been frustrated here over the last 30 minutes of this game, 30 minutes and change, after having scored 3 straight to begin the game.
Zach Reggett heading to his home state tomorrow. The group from Kenosha, Wisconsin will be there. Big game tomorrow at the Milwaukee Wave tomorrow afternoon.
As the calendar turns to March, these games become much, much bigger. Here's Tatsane, and this is a big one. Both teams want points. Kansas City wants to remain in second place. Utica City wants to climb out of their 5th position in the MASL table. There's Acosta. Acosta banged it off the boards to Tatsane. 22 seconds left on the advantage for Kansas City. Patiently working it around the UCFC defense. Now Tatsane. He'll send one in. And a whistle.
Foul on Kansas City. They're going to kill this off, Nick.
Sure are. 8 seconds left on this penalty to UCFC. Comets are going to come up empty here. KC will put some high pressure on Santana, who goes over to Coughlin, and he just kicks it long. All the way back to Ejimadu. 2 seconds, 1 second, penalty is over, and Alava comes back out. Here's Lennis back, both teams back to full strength. Score remains 3-all. Third quarter action, 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to play. Comets trying to maintain second position in the MASL. As many teams can see the end of the line. De Andrade dances with it over to Alava. Alava runs into a couple of red jerseys. Andreos picks it up. Christian splits the defense. Christian Andreos off the crossbar. Oh, Margaret.
Everything but the finish, Nick. Made that first step, got through the defense, just couldn't keep that shot down.
Lennis, he goes far as post, and Coughlin kicks it away. Holloman near side for Lennis. Lennis by himself. Rifles one against Santana. The deflection comes to Holloman. Out front and center for Dirtle. Dirtle's pass ricochets off of Belliard back to Ejimadu. Holloman sends a pass on up to Dirtle across the line, but it's taken away by Utica City. About a minute to play here in the third. 3 goals for Utica City, 3 goals for Kansas City. Panal in the corner, marked by Holloman. Turns, goes off the glass, through the box. Dirtle gets it out to Palmer. Now Lennis into open space for Pino. Pino looking to the corner. Not far enough to the left, and Coughlin's got it. 34 seconds left. Tavares trying to track down the loose ball. Mijatovic leaves it for Lennis. Mijatovic gets tangled up. And now a foul called on UCFC.
I was talking with Coach. We'll take a look at this on the replay. Mijatovic trying to spin out of there. Simple foul. Chatting with Coach Everton Morera last weekend after their Sunday victory. They got smoked by 13 goals on Saturday. Came back the next night or next afternoon and beat Chihuahua. And here's what he said. No 2 games in this league are the same. And I say that because you think a team that played last night, 9-8 loss, this is a team that was always prepped to win this game, regardless of last night's result.
4.5 seconds left, and it's going to stay with Kansas City. Nacho comes back out. Reggett will stay on the field.
Interesting time to call a timeout.
Yeah. Here's Nacho. And there it is.
Now, see, they won't do this, but if there was a second less, I would see them going 6 attacker here, but you have 4.5. It would be really hard to get the ball off a ricochet the other way, but it's a calculated risk. You could go 6 attacker here and try to score one with maybe Mijatovic on the back line or Ted Sane. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. It's not the best angle for the pass from Nacho, but you add another player in there and things will be different. I don't expect him to go 6 attacker here, but we'll see.
Comets in action coming up tomorrow in Milwaukee. 4:05. MASL TV will have that one for you on YouTube. Tom Wynn, Art Kramer on the broadcast. Look forward to listening to those guys as Kansas City and Milwaukee renews a rivalry once again. Sunday, March the 9th at Harrisburg. That's what is up next for Utica City. They've got 3 games with Harrisburg coming up in the next 5, and they'll play 2 at Baltimore as well.
So the MASL has a rule that you have to dress 2 goalies, and you may wonder, why should you make teams do it? Well, there's an interesting game in Kansas City indoor soccer history on this day in 1991, and I was there. Comets were short a goalie, so they only dressed Jim Gorsick, and then he got hurt. And your former broadcast partner, Jim Schwab, had to play 6 attacker almost all the game, and the Comets lost 9-4 to the San Diego Sockers. And so it's good to have 2 goalies in the lineup because you never know. But back in that era, you could dress one. In that case, Mike Dowler had played the night before, got hurt, so they went with 1 goalie. And there is the 6 attacker.
There it is.
Why wouldn't you here?
So this is going to be interesting here. So Mikey Lennis comes out as the 6th attacker, and he's going to be on the ball.
So it's going to be Nacho and Tetsane on that back line. Acosta out wide, Reggett and Ramon Palmer down.
Here's Acosta, 2 seconds left. Shot blocked and the horn sounds. So calculated risk
in the end,
and
no worries.
Yeah, let's take a break here. At the end of 3, it's 3-3. Thanks for watching CBS Sports Golazo.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
This is Kansas City. This is my town. What happens here matters to me. You're my neighbors, and when one of my neighbors gets hurt, I want to help. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Call 816-888-7500.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bash-Javansky and Phil Ivanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. You know that Phil's watching tonight?
Phil, you can have my jersey. No problem. It's all yours.
I think I might want it washed first, Phil. I know there's this whole thing about game-worn attire, but you might want the Vassos washer and dryer treatment on that one.
Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos, Lux St. Lou down on the Silverstein Eye Centers field. We are headed to the fourth quarter, level at 3. This has been a great game. One other game in the progress right now in the MASL, and it is Chihuahua, who has now scored 5 straight to take a 6-1 lead over the Dallas Sidekicks. That game down in Big D.
Dallas with a ton of roster movement here this past week, and so it's interesting to see which teams are setting themselves up for the future in terms of the moves they're making right now and which teams are going for it. So it's that time of year.
There's Lucia Tetsane. Kansas City will move it right to left. And Utica moving it left to right here, and they knock it out of bounds. It'll be turned over to Kansas City. And it looks like we need to reset the clock, which is reading 0 right now. Hold on. Looks like, the official has.
Eagle-eyed Nick Vassos pointing out that the game clock did not start. If you look on your screen, you see 15 minutes. They're going to take that down a little bit. Huh?
Yeah, I think they cut 7 seconds off of that. Try to put 14:53 on the clock.
There we go.
Well, 14:52.
8 seconds. We'll take it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Vandergrift shoots it along the far boards. To Reggett. Reggett far post. Shot. Goal! It's Danny! He finds the net and opens his Kansas City Comets account. Welcome to the Comets, Danny. You have scored, and it gives Kansas City a 4-3 lead.
He come up close today, came up close in previous home games, and he finally got the back post goal. Good job here defensively by Zach Reggett to win that ball back. Tetsane to Reggett, back post to Danny, 4-3 Comets. But that whole play started with Zach Reggett defensively on Santana, poking the ball back. Won it from Tetsane, and diagonal pass to Danny, back post.
Zach Reggett, number 7 on the year, his assists. 4-3 Kansas City. Coughlin gets it ahead. Holloman.
No foul called.
No call, yeah. Acosta with the ball in front of his own goal, and then finally cleared away by Vandergrift. Smart move by Chad. Still a long way to go here. Nothing really has changed. Comets lead by 1. San Diego and Tacoma getting underway here in the next few minutes. Here's Belliard. Down to the corner to Pinal. Pinal scored a beautiful goal in the third quarter to level the game at 3. Pinal shoves Andreos down to the ground and is called for the foul. Now a shoulder by Ejimadu into Pinal, and a few choice words shared.
Some things were said, some feelings were hurt, but we'll continue to play. You mentioned San Diego and Tacoma. That is always a battle, particularly up at the ShoWare Center. Yeah?
Big time. Reggett, and this time, it's a blue card.
So what's going to be interesting, was he the last defender?
Josh Wilkins pulled the blue card against Jose Tavares. And
he's the last defender,
he
isn't he?
Is. He sure is.
This is going to be a shootout.
Yep, sure is. Who's now? If you're Stefan Stokic.
Oh, they want to challenge this. Look at the challenge flag came out from the UCFC bench. It'll be interesting to see what they're challenging, which part of this they're challenging.
All right, so here we go. Josh Wilkins, the crew chief. He's got the challenge from Everton, head coach.
So what they're saying is that wasn't a foul. There's some irony here that Tommy Tanner threw the flag because he had some thoughts about his targets getting manhandled in the game last night at St. Louis. But, if you're going to throw the flag, throw it in the fourth quarter.
Now, what does it say that Zach has his right arm around the back
of
Tavares?
Maybe that's what he's looking at to say it was a foul on Reggett first?
Or it was just, it's incidental contact.
So what he's saying is Zach had his arm around Tavares. That's
interesting.
That's a really interesting opportunity here for UCFC. If what they're saying is Zach committed the first foul. See what the referees think.
They're talking about it too.
After review, the original decision is confirmed. Blue card shootout.
Oh, okay, so they stay with the blue card.
I think there was a good challenge, though, just based on what the bench saw, what Tommy Tanner saw. It was a good challenge. So it looks like Nacho is going to take the shootout. Again, no Rion Marquez here, who would normally be your shootout taker. So they changed the rule this year, Nick. This used to be a live event where all the players could crash the goal after the whistle happened, and now it's just a straight attacker versus goalie, 5 seconds. If Kansas City doesn't score, 2-minute power play for Kansas City.
and he can take more than one shot during that 5 seconds.
We saw that at the most recent game here at Kansas City where the goalie saves it, you can get another shot as long as you do it within 5 seconds.
Here we go. Nacho. Coughlin. We are ready to go. Here's the whistle. One touch from Nacho. He shoots, and it's saved by Coughlin. The Comets have been turned aside on a penalty kick, and now a shootout.
Thought he saw a space there in that far corner, and Andrew Coughlin said, "Oh, no, you don't."
So Kansas City back out onto the power play. They are 0 for 1 tonight. They came into tonight's game 53%, leading the MASL. Nacho to Tetsane. Down to Reggett, off the boards. Coughlin reads it perfectly. Utica City, a little over 75% on the penalty kill. That puts them towards the top of the league in penalty killing. Here's Nacho. He runs it up to Reggett. Comes near side Acosta. Down to the corner to Palmer. Return pass to Costa. Comets leading 4-3. Comets winners of 7 in a row. Utica City losing last night in St. Louis. Their record 9-6-1. 28 points, 5th place in the MASL. Tetsane to the corner to Reggett. Santana on defense. Whenever he gets close to the official, he's starting to argue with him. Nacho front and center. UCFC maintaining their shape. They're in a diamond right now. On over to Tetsane. Front and center Nacho. Comets have not found the opening yet. 47 seconds on the advantage to Kansas City. Looking far post. Santana's there. He read it perfectly. Santana goes down. DeAndrade, a wall pass to himself, a shorthanded opportunity. He goes off the glass, no good.
He's just so good on that transition.
Back the Comets come the other way. They've got a man advantage. DeAndrade still there. Oh, Palmer could not read the rebound. And then Alava over to Acosta. Acosta shoots, and DeAndrade gets back to break it up.
Now, if you're Kansas City, you got to be careful about the player coming out of the penalty box. You don't want to give up a goal right after this kill.
Here's Palmer. 4 seconds left on the advantage. Nacho to Tetsane. Now Acosta with a banger. That one above the crossbar. Here's a shot by Reggett that just misses wide. Penalty is over. UCFC back to full strength. Comets are 0 for 2 on the power play.
2 critical kills for UCFC. One following a missed penalty kick, one following a missed shootout.
That's big time. 11 and a half to play in the game. Comets nursing a thin 1-goal lead. Comets fans cheering on the home team. Holloman to Dirtle. Comets playing without Rian Marquez. Also, Lucas Souza continues to be not available with that troublesome knee. For Utica City, Kelvin is not here. Nate Bordeaux. And our friend Gordy Gerson is not here.
Yep.
Yeah. Nacho to the corner for Dirtle, the Columbia, Missouri native. On back to Reggett and then over to Pino. Pino played collegiately here in Kansas City at UMKC. He was a 2-time MVP. Here's Santana. He runs on to one. Pino sticks his rear end out and Santana goes down.
Laughing at each other.
Watch this, Eric. Oh, yeah.
Memory serves me right. They were teammates on that Soccer's championship
exactly.
team
Yep.
during the COVID shortened year.
Mm-hmm. Utica into the left wing corner. Chillier is there, now away from the goal. So back to Alava. Belliard now controls in the center circle. Under 10 to play in the fourth. Final frame. Kansas City leading by 1 goal. Mikey Lennis tried to go up the field. Belliard knocks it away, holds it in for Utica. Utica City moving forward. Ball pinballing around. Loose. Ejimadu pounces on it and then quickly gets it out to Danny. Danny, a left-footed kick on out to Endereos, but Alava takes it back for Utica City. Utica going to set up their offense. Play it to Belliard. He rips one in there. And Ejimadu catches that one on the fly. Philip Ejimadu is 9-0-1. His 4.1 goals against average leads the MASL. And he is also among the goalkeeping leaders in save percentage, as well as assists.
It's going to be really interesting as we head towards award season, what the voters going to be looking for goalkeeper of the year.
Mm-hmm. Front and center to Keaton Woods. Ejimadu comes out. Front and center, Dantas. That one deflected wide and out of bounds.
Ejimadu just does some things that don't show up in the stat book, getting his body large, creating challenges for attacking opponents, and they don't always show up as saves, but they're still significant.
I think the coaching staff at Utica City wanted a foul or something called against Ejimadu there in that last exchange. Now Stevens with a drive. That one blocked out of bounds. There's Amati. Amati still with it, trying to cut back. Now Kansas City clears it. Held in again. Another drive was blocked out of bounds by the Comets.
Said that earlier. This team blocks a lot of shots.
There's Mijatovic making his Comet debut here tonight. Restart, taken a little bit too quickly.
Mijatovic off. Tetsane on.
There's Alvis. De Andrade. Swing it near side for Tavares. On back to Alvis, and he kicks that one out of bounds. Not happy with himself. Kansas City will have it. 8:13 to play in the game. Comets with a 1-goal lead. Ejimadu. He'll float one into the corner for Acosta. Acosta couldn't catch up with that. Bounces into Coughlin, and he lays it out to Tavares. Up to De Andrade. Forward to Pinal. Pinal marked by Tetsane. He goes off the board. Ball loose out front. Ejimadu knocks it away. It's still loose, and Vandergrift clears it. Here's Juan Alava. Over to De Andrade. Correction. That's Berger. He goes off the boards. Ejimadu scoops that one up. 7:20 to play. We'll have our media timeout coming up here in just a minute. Reggett settles it on the blue turf and then kicked out of bounds. And that's going to be a restart at the top of the arc. And we've got a timeout. Comets with a chance here at the top of the arc to increase their lead. We'll see what happens right now. 7:12 to play in the game. Kansas City 4, Utica City 3 on CBS Sports Galazo and 38 The Spot.
Community America Credit Union, where every member feels like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
If you're wanting to join us for our next home game, make sure that you join us here at the Cable Dahmer Arena. Kansas City is going to be taking on the San Diego Sockers Sunday, March 9th at 4:05 p.m. You can get ticket details at kansascitycomets.com. Nick, Eric?
All right, thanks a lot, Lux. Here comes UCFC. Berger drives that one up into the net, out of bounds.
Take a look at the replay on the free kick. Reggett went straight at the goalkeeper, and Coughlin is quickly looking for the counterattack.
Here's Palmer. He'll play it front and center for Nacho. Acosta just out of the reach of his tippy toes.
DeAndrade
gets it forward. DeAndrade down the left side. DeAndrade with a shot. That one just wide. Rebound. Woods could not find the target. And Chillier with a drive. That one off the post.
Great job by UCFC with the press there. Didn't allow the Comets to take it out. Almost a tie game.
Woods trying to cut it back to his left. Lennis trying to hold on. Ball loose on the far side, of the foul now called against Kansas City.
And UCFC pressing every time Kansas City defenders get the ball in the zone. Kansas City's going to have to find a relief valve there, whether it's back to Ejimadu or just putting the ball out down the field and letting the game breathe a little bit.
6:16 left to play in the game. Comets a 1-goal lead. Utica City with the ball. DeAndrade. Near side for Woods. Woods had it taken away by Dirtle. Dirtle with the ball. Dirtle taken down and a foul called against Keaton Woods.
Disagree with a call tonight? Like half of America, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Lavanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Occasionally on Monday, mainly on Friday.
Lennis ran over the ball. Santana comes up with it. Santana kicks it forward to Chillier. He runs on it in the corner. Vandergrift's got a mark on him. Front and center, Amati. Ball loose, pounced on by Ejimadu with the Comets. Ejimadu, long throw for Reggett. Reggett with 3 goals and an assist tonight. DeAndrade comes out with it. Gets it up to Amati. Amati had it ripped away by Vandegrift. Now back to Vandegrift. He goes forward into the corner. Coughlin off his line. Kansas City trying to knock the ball free. It hits out of bounds. It'll stay with Kansas City, but it hit the top of the dashboard.
Right call by Josh Wilkins. He was right there and saw it.
It will not be at the top of the arc.
Play 1 being called by Coach Stokic.
Nacho, nope. It'll be Acosta who sends it off the boards. Coughlin now has it, throws it long, looking for Berger. Leaves it for Dantas. Here's Vinny. Vinny scorches one towards the goal. Ejimadu bends down. Couldn't hold on to that hot potato. Belliard comes up with the rebound. We'll swing it left side, DeAndrade. Front and center, Alava. Now Dantas. Belliard. Tavares, and eventually down to the corner. Wall pass. Tavares goes in there. A big collision out front. Tetsani and Tavares, and Ejimadu up with the ball.
If you're Kansas City, you got to be really careful. Tavares flashing in between defenders. Great Wallace score opportunity. Take away from Tavares here.
Here's Tavares walking it in, and that one
Big
partially
save
deflected.
by
Good
Ejimadu.
save by Ejimadu. Boy, that was something else. Look at the smile from Ejimadu.
You talk about bailing out your defense. Came up off the chest.
So a restart here for Utica City. We're all set. 2 men in the wall for Kansas City. Flick back for Billiard.
6 attacker out.
And it is Alvis. Here's a drive. That one just top of the glass. Kicked back in there. Ejimadu can't hang on. It's still loose. Still pinballing around, and Ejimadu finally has it. He rolls it out for Andorreos.
Coming back in.
Andorreos trying to shoot it from three-quarter length of the field. It comes right back to Amati.
Everybody wants to score, Nick. You see the open goal. Sometimes it's better just to eat some clock.
Here's Woods moving to his right. Woods moving past a couple of players. He shoots. Not a lot of pace, and Ejimadu makes an easy save.
See if the Comets call. Nope, they're not going to call timeout.
Ejimadu will take as much time as he can. He throws it one hop into the corner. Reggett and Alava are there. Play it to Coughlin. Now up to De Andrade. De Andrade, marked by Henry Ramirez. Back to Alava, now De Andrade again. Forward pass to Chelier. Just inside the Comet yellow line, back to De Andrade. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in the game. 6th attacker back on is Gio Alvis. Andorreos trying to intercept the pass. Alvis plays it forward to Amati. Now comes near side for De Andrade. Well pass to himself. De Andrade moving to his right. And Ramirez steps in and wins the ball from De Andrade. And Ramirez goes down. Now everybody fighting for the ball in the right wing corner. And it stays with Utica City. Now Woods. He'll try one from the right wing, that wide. Comes back front and center. Here's Alvis. Amati into the corner for De Andrade. Now Dantas comes on. Kansas City almost got it to Andorreos. Dantas back out there, the veteran. Gio Alvis to Woods. Woods' is shot deflected by Kansas City. And Andorreos takes a crack, but that one ends up in the Comet bench. 2:05 to play.
It's never too early to start talking playoffs. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 4th through 6th. Ticket deposits are now being accepted. Visit sdsoccers.com for more information. Everybody around the league is talking playoffs, Nick.
Yeah, no doubt. And everybody's looking at schedules too. You know, who has what left and, you know, who has to go out on the road. How many points do teams have? How far back are we from, you know, another team? I mean, when you look at it here, you've got tomorrow's action. There's 4 games coming up tomorrow. Baltimore is in 4th place. They have 30 points. They're going to be hosting Harrisburg. So Baltimore likely to win that game. So you expect Baltimore to pick up 3 points.
Oh, you can't. Harrisburg will give them a good game. They
will
always give Baltimore a good game.
Dallas is at St. Louis. Both are 5 points out of 8th place, so both of these teams will desperately need points if they want to make the tournament in San Diego. And then Texas is at Empire. Empire and Milwaukee are tied on 27 points. That's 7th position in the current playoff
and
race.
Empire has been playing really well.
Yeah.
They've bought into the system. They're scoring a lot of goalkeeper goals, too, in the process.
Yeah, right.
What I'd say about that Dallas-St. Louis game, which St. Louis, it wasn't looking good before this week, and they made several trades. They got 3 points last night, beating UCFC. Dallas is playing at home against Chihuahua, having to fly to St. Louis. St. Louis, a night of rest today. This could be a huge opportunity for St. Louis to make a run for one of those playoff spots.
Here comes the 6th attacker and Utica City. Fans are on their feet for the last 2:05. Fans making a bunch of noise here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Kansas City holding on to a 1-goal lead. Comets get away. Andorreos over to Linus. Linus gets taken down. No foul. Now wait a whistle, and here's a challenge by Kansas City.
Well, you've got a flag to use with less than 2 minutes left. You can't challenge it as a foul. You can challenge it as a blue card. So here's the nuance of this rule, Nick. If they decide it was a foul, Kansas City will get the ball. Take a look at the replay here. Here's Lennis DeAndrade coming in.
Lennis trying to cut it back. And
see, he got his foot on the ball first. I'm okay with that.
How about the extension of the left arm there, preventing Lennis from...
NPSL rules, Nick. I'm okay with that. He got the ball first. You could say he followed through.
Well... does he get the ball? Does he get the ball?
You could say that the right arm's high. There's all sorts of interpretations.
Yeah,
here,
but
Nick.
I don't think, I mean, based on our conversation, I just don't think there's anything enough for that.
After review, the original call is confirmed.
Yeah, they called it, they confirmed the foul. Yeah. It was a shot. I mean, they had the flag. They weren't going to probably use it otherwise, so why not? And in my opinion, DeAndrade got the stick in. He got the ball first, and there you go.
111 seconds remaining.
Okay, 1:51 to play in the game. Dantas over to the sixth attacker, Gio Alves. Dantas down to the corner, now into the box, and then cleared away by Kansas City. Lennis giving chase down with DeAndrade. DeAndrade goes over to Chelier. Andrea's trying to get it back. Now Alves forward to Dantas. Comets going to have to get back defensively. Dantas to DeAndrade. 1:20 to play in the game. Comets lead by 1. Utica City looking for the equalizer. Gio Alves front and center. Off the boards. And then Vandegrift kicks it long. He just chips it. That'll burn some precious seconds off of the clock. Under a minute to play. Kansas City leading by 1. Here's Dantas to Gio Alves. Now to Vinny. Here's Alves. He'll play it near side for Chelier. Now back to Alves into Vinny. Dantas. He can turn. He's got a big shot. 34 seconds left. Chelier being chased by Lennis. Over to Pinal. Pinal running into the corner, changing directions. Back to Chelier. 22 seconds left. Gio Alves looking for an opening. To Dantas. Near side Chelier. 13 seconds left. Driven in there. Knocked away by the Comets. Dantas in there. Vandegrift heads it away. And 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1 second. It's over. The Comets have beaten Utica City to win their 8th in a row. And the Comets have punched their postseason ticket into the Ron Newman Cup playoffs.
Nick Vassos, what's the #1 rule of MASL? Don't expect other teams to do you any favors. So if you're Chihuahua, San Diego, Baltimore, or Milwaukee, you were hoping Utica City FC would pull something off here, and it didn't happen.
Nope.
Ultimately, you got to take care of your own business, and Milwaukee has an opportunity tomorrow at home. It's a big alumni day, and you think those fans aren't going to be excited to see the Comets back in Milwaukee? Big rivalry game.
No kidding. Kansas City climbs to 41 points in the MASL, hanging on to that second position. We are standing by to check in with Lux St. Louis. Let's go to her right now. She has our player of the game, Zach Reggett.
I'm here with your first star of the game, Zach Reggett. Hat trick tonight. Got into the playoffs. Zach, how you feeling?
Feel good. It's always good to play at home, right, in front of you guys. You guys show up every night, no matter what night, and we really appreciate that. And we thrive off it. And it's ring season for all of us. We got another trade. We got one of my good friends here, Steph, and he's going to show you what he's all about. Danny got his first goal today. There's a lot of good things that happened today, and we got a busy weekend, and we're trying to go 2-0.
I was going to say, you seem to be kind of like a little mentor. You brought Leo Acosta in here, and then getting that goal, or getting the assist for Danny. What does it feel like to be building the team atmosphere here in KC?
It's a group effort. It's definitely a group effort. It's a good culture. Like I said in a previous interview, the All-Star break kind of opened the eyes to a lot of us. And, you know, we're very blessed to be here, happy to be here, and we know we have something really special. So that goes from the fans to the ownership to each teammate. So, you know, all glory to God, and let's keep going.
Congrats, Zach.
All right, Lux St. Louis with our player of the game, Zach Reggett. Kansas City wins 4-3. Let's take a break, and when we come back, Eric and I will wrap it up here from Cable Dahmer Arena. Comets winners over Utica City 4-3. We're back in a moment.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee.
Thy name forever a guiding light shall be. Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park, hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game one! Out to Reggett. He does the game winner! For the dude! And for the score! And he scores!
There's our star of the game, Zach Reggett. 3 goals in the first quarter, the natural hat trick plus an assist. 4 points on the night for Zach, helping his team win 4-3 over Utica City. Partner, the Comets have won 8 in a row, and they've improved their record to 13-1-2 with 41 points on the MASL table to lock down second place for now.
You may or may not be aware, Nick Vassos, but at the end of last season, the total season, they had 45 points total. So they are almost at the place that they ended last season at. And so a great, I don't want to say a turnaround year, but a build-upon year. Nacho Flores, we mentioned at the outset that they have only lost 4 games.
Wow.
Since he became, or regulation game since he became captain.
And since we've turned to the month of March here, we often talk about how the games don't become any easier, they don't get any smaller. Up next for the Comets tomorrow in Milwaukee, and then it's at Chihuahua, home for San Diego, against Milwaukee again, and then you travel out to Tacoma. So the road is not going to be easy for Kansas City. But that's what we expect, right?
That's where you are, and if you want to be the champs, you got to win these games.
That's right. Thanks to our television crew tonight, producer Devin Brower, director Tristan Borelli, replay Noah Lamson, and our camera operators Jaden Romeo, Dylan Pluth, Drew Snyder, Steve Wagner. For my broadcast partner Eric Bergrud and Lux St. Louis, I'm Nick Vassos. Thanks so much for watching the Major Arena Soccer League on CBS Sports Golazo. Good night, everybody.